Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Jenofeve Designs. Today, first of all, I want to apologize for, you may hear I have my fan, my ceiling fan going on up here in my loft because it's like 5 bazillion degrees up here. And secondly, I have my dehydrator running downstairs because I found a new favorite snack and that is dehydrated apples. I love apples. I love to eat apples, like Honeycrisp apples with some lemon juice and sprinkle a little bit of flaky like sea salt type stuff. I love that as a snack, but sometimes I don't have time to sit and chop something up and all that stuff, so sometimes I'll just grab something quick, which isn't nearly as good. I have a hair in my face, which isn't nearly as good as, you know, eating the apple if you grab just a quick snack. So I dehydrated some apples the other day and I sat there and ate. I think I dehydrated 2 big Honeycrisp apples and I dehydrated it, well, let's see, I did it twice in one day and I ate most of them in one day. So I did 2 apples at one setting and then 2 apples at another setting. So I ate all the first 2 apples and then the second 2 apples I ate most of them, and then the next day I ate the rest. Oh my gosh, they're so good. So I'm dehydrating. My whole dehydrator is full of apples right now, so I'm super excited about that. But you might be able to hear it, so I'm sorry. So I've got an idea for, this is the album that we're currently working on. This is the Simply Magical Portrait Printable Mini Album template, and I have a, this is where we are so far. I mean, so far, that's a lot, you guys. I have a playlist for this album, takes you step by step. I'll have it linked up here in the cards and down below in the description box. And it'll start from an introduction to the templates. I forget all what is in the playlist, but it'll show you how to make the covers. It'll show you how I did the binding, step by step, okay? So that is linked, and what did we do? What was the last video we did? Oh, in the last video we added a bunch of photo pages, and 2 of the pages are side pocket pages. So you can add in, if you find yourself in need of more photo space, quick way to do it, check out that video. It's in the playlist. But today, I think I've come up with an idea for the back side. So this is the first fin. And I think I've come up with kind of a fun idea for right here. It might be too bulky, but again, I'm going to tell you guys this again one more time that, well, I'll probably tell you this a lot of times, that you do not have to do every single little thing that I do in my albums. I just try to show you as many options. Like if I was making this album to use for a specific event, I would not stuff it full the way I do when I'm making albums with you guys to show you how to use the templates in different ways and whoop, I got stuck on something, and different things you can do, different ways to use the templates, different ideas. You know, I may not add all of these things into one album, but I just want to show you as many cool ideas as I possibly can in one album. And then this time, I've been filming a little bit differently. I've been all over the place, going back and forth. I've been trying to do shorter videos for you guys because I know not everybody has a lot of time to sit and watch, and I understand because I'm doing the same thing. I'm out in the yard a lot. I'm doing a lot of food preservation, learning how to preserve food, learning how to ferment. I'm learning how to can. I'm learning how to dehydrate. I'm learning how to preserve the food that I'm growing, that I spend so much time growing and lovingly growing because I love being out in the garden, and I've been preserving things like chamomile. I've been dehydrating chamomile and stuff like that for teas and whatnot. So anyway, I've been trying to do smaller videos. That's all I'm trying to say. All of that to say that. I'm so sorry. Okay. Let me there's down below in the description box, there is a special Amazon list for this project. There's links to the templates. There's links to the products that I'm using. There's all kinds of stuff down there. Go check it out after the video. But also be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything that might be coming up. And turn that bell notification on. They'll notify you when I upload a video. And give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying this album. All right, so I've already printed and prepped what I need, well, mostly what I need. And first thing is from the Simply Magical portraits, I printed page P25, which is the matte for the main base page. I printed that onto white cardstock with the floral background design. I'm still trying to figure it out. Maybe one day I'll grow up and know how to work my camera. But anyway, so I printed the floral background. I cut on 80-pound cardstock, cut it out, and it's ready to go. So you just need one of those. And then out of the enhancement pack, I printed 2 of page E5. So they're both on 80-pound white cardstock. So I printed 2 off and I cut them both exactly the same. So it should look like this. So I printed and I cut away this part. So we're just using this bottom corner here. And I cut all 3 tabs off, or 3 of the tabs off, and I left 1 of the long tabs off of each one. Okay, so I've scored and inked both sides. So I'm going to set these aside for later use. And then on page E6, which is this page right here, I printed 2, again, onto 80-pound white cardstock. I printed 2 of these. So I just basically cut this part away. I'll put this away for later use. And then for both of these, I cut them out and I inked them up. I scored them and I put tape on. These are just on plain, so you just pick a side. So I put tape on the tab for the top flaps. And then for this part here, I cut them out. I scored all 3, and then I put tape on all 3 tabs, and then I cut it straight across so that they don't overlap. And then I did ink the back side, just in case you see inside the pocket. So let me move this out of the way. Okay, so I already started. I did one part of this already. You're going to need a cutting mat. And what I plan on doing is I'm going to take these. I'm going to have one down here. And I'm going to have one up here like this. Okay? And what I want, this is the mat for the main base page. So what I want to do is I want to cut a slit, which I already did on one part here. And I'm going to feed that tab. I'm going to have to probably trim it just a little bit. I'm going to feed that tab into that little slit there. And we will adhere it to the back side. I don't know why that's not very straight looking. I must not have cut it very good. And we're going to adhere it to the back side, and then that'll create a flip. But you won't have to worry about covering the little tab up right here. So all I did was I flipped it over and I placed these exactly where I wanted them. And I drew a line. Okay, so they're going to go like this. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take and cut just a slit. You can either do a slit or a slot. A slit or a slot. I am going to cut away kind of a bit of a slot. So I'm going to start where my pencil mark ends and go all the way down to the other pencil mark, right? Then I'm going to scooch over just ever so slightly, and I'm going to take a sliver of paper out. I'm going to try to. Like that. And cut it away. Oop, gotta be careful. Oops, I was so excited to get started I didn't even check to see if I had full battery power. So my battery just died on me. That's okay, I didn't do anything while you were gone. Or while I was gone. I'm just trying to get this little, there we go, I think I got it. Just trying to get this little piece of paper out of the slot there. Okay, so now I've got a slot on the top and a slot on the bottom. Put that up before I hurt myself. And I think I'm gonna miter these just a little bit. And since the only thing that has a direction is the mat, and even if you had it upside down, I don't think you would see it that much. But since we haven't matted these flips yet, I think that we don't need to worry about placement so much. So I think I'm gonna grab some purple tape, which I should have grabbed before I stuck that on there. And I am going to attach this down a little bit. And then I'm gonna place this one in here. Oh, should I do it a certain way? No, it doesn't matter. Uh-oh, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna try to pull this up without moving the... Yeah, that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to flip it this way, and I am going to use, I think I'm going to use Fabri-Tac just in case there's any sort of oozy, I mean not oozy, just in case there is any sort of, I don't want to accidentally move it by trying to put tape on there. What I'm trying to say, even though that's not how it came out. Alright, so I'm just going to use Fabri-Tac. And I'm also going to use tape just to help secure it down, just because. Okay, so that looks good. At least I think it does anyway. Kind of afraid here. Okay, take these off. I might still need them, so I'm not going to put them too far. Okay, so the next step, what is that? Is I'm going to move this out of the way. Yes, I think we're going to add these. And the way I want to do it is, it doesn't matter, right now it does not matter a direction, but I want to put this flap and this flap. I want them facing each other like this, right? So that'd be kind of cool. So it doesn't matter right now, that does not matter of a direction. Direction is irrelevant. We are just going to put, oh wow, excuse me. We are just going to put these on the open end. The open end, no. We're just gonna put these, what's this, top to top, straight to straight, straight end to straight end. However you wanna say it. So we have something that looks like that. So cute. Okay, I am going to use magnets. So I think what I'm going to do first, do these overlap? No. On the opposite end of that, of course, I'm going to add these, but I'm not going to add the two top or the two side pieces. I'm just going to add the long bottom tab so that I can still open it up and get, and we're going to have to do magnets in there. So wow, I did not score that very good. That happens quite a lot in my world where I just score just off just a little, but it's okay. I'm not going to stress about it. Okay. All of my tape resources are also linked down below. The one I currently have on here is the, I think it's cherry on top. It's the 3/8 inch. That's what it's called, 3/8 inch. You know, while I have these open, I'm going to put a piece of tape just so that inserts will slide right over top. And I don't have to worry about that. Because these little pockets that we're making, I'm just grabbing something to show you. They do hold the 3x4 photo mats, so you can load these suckers up with 3x4 photos if you would like. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark on here where these stop. And I'm going to mark on here where this is. It may not matter, but just in case, I'm just trying to give myself as much info as possible. Okay, because see, one of the things I want to do is I want to put a magnet on here, but I also want it to be attached to here as well so that it won't flop around because it's going to be on the back side. So I just need to decide if I need to worry about this part holding down right here or just going in the middle and it's holding down right there. Or we can go here and it could hold down there. Well, let's try it this way and see what happens. All right, I'm gonna grab my magnet and I'm gonna double check to make sure that there's not gonna be any magnet interference. I don't think there is over here. Oh, there is over there though. What's that for? Oh, that's from that. Okay, I don't think that's gonna matter. This part here, this part here. Okay. All right. Grab my glue dots. So I think I'm just gonna go right there, right in between those two lines, even though it doesn't really matter. Like that. See, that'll have a mat, so it'll be covered. And then this one, I'm just trying to decide if I need it up here or below. Let's do it below. Below. Underneath the flap. Take my glue dots again. These are pretty cool because they are the same. They're the same size as the glue dot if you get it on the glue dot. Okay, so then there's that, and then I'm gonna flip it this way and add another magnet. Let's do it like this. Let's draw a circle. I'm gonna put my glue dot there. So it opens like this. That doesn't open, that'll be closed, and then opens like this. And it's upside down. And that's okay, because this is going to open down like this. Right, and that'll be a pocket. And then it'll also open up like this. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. All right, I'm going to put some tape over top of these so that they don't move. And this is just 1/8 of an inch tape, that double-sided adhesive that has fallen off of its thingy. So just trying to use that. Plus I don't use 1/8 of an inch tape that often. Okay. So, which way is right side up? Just like that. Yep. All right, let's close these up. I'm just gonna use my pencil. Oh, first, let me put, I don't think it's gonna matter. I'm gonna put a piece of tape over top of this too, just so it doesn't move. Even one on this one. No, I mean that could be, it could be a little bit overdue, but because we are going to be putting mats over top of these things. So anyway, so now I think I'm gonna put some strong double-sided adhesive on the back here, and I'm gonna go with a little bit larger, I think, because of this. So what is this? This is a 1/2 inch, I think. Let's do 1/2 inch. You could use liquid glue if you would like. You could do a combo. The outside edges can be the double-sided adhesive, and then you could do liquid glue in the middle. I might do that. Some people do 2 glue methods regardless of what they're doing. I kind of feel like I need to put a strip in the middle here for some reason. Alright, this is the right side up. Again, not that it really matters. But. Alright, so it's going to go right here. I'm going to take the tape backing off. And then I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac, and we will put this, this is just a mat, so we're putting this mat in place. Right? So we did all of this on a mat for this page. Oh, I did fill up my Fabri-Tac, by the way. I had a 1/2 bottle, so I filled it up. Okay, so let's try to get this on here correctly. Oh, that is so cute. I love it. And then these open up together. Well, they open to each other. So there's a pocket and a pocket. But since they both close, it doesn't matter what you put in them. They'll stay. Oh, I love this idea. I hadn't done this in the prototype at all. This was the first time I've done this exact idea. And I think it's so cute. Okay, so off camera, I was working out kind of how I wanted to mat these. And, oh, I forgot to grab something. I was going to put some photo mats underneath there as well. But I just decided the mats for this page is on page E21. And I decided this. Hang on, I gotta sneeze. So the base of the little pocket there, I'm just using one of the pages from the Floral Autograph Companion Paper Collection. I'm just using, this one was printed onto 28-pound paper, and we used it somewhere else in the album. So I did both of the pocket mats the same, and then for the flaps, I traced it onto this piece of 12 by 12 pattern paper. So I traced the flaps, right one next to the other, so it kind of looks like a continuous, but it's really not. But you get what I'm saying. So this is the paper that I used for that. And then for the inside, I'm just going to use some coffee stained paper. So I took 2 sheets because of the width of these. I guess I could have actually done it the other way. I probably didn't need 2 sheets, but for whatever reason, I used 2 sheets. So I think we're just going to go ahead and attach everything down. I'm just going to use Fabri-Tac, and we're going to get these things glued down. Okay, so I went and printed 2 sheets of the 3x4 photo mats from the Photo Mat Essentials, and I printed them onto 28-pound paper. And 4 of them are going to be mats, but then these are going to be an insert. So I started cutting it out, and I was like, oh, stop. I want to show you what I'm going to do. Actually, I'm going to fold this in half. I could probably, it's probably better if I was to score, but I'm going to see how good I am, how good I got it here. I'm holding it up to the light to see if it matches. It does. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to fold this in half like this, and I'm going to glue it and then cut it apart. That way we'll have a double-sided insert, a double-sided photo mat, but it's not super thick. It's just 2 layers of thin paper. So if you would have done the cardstock, that would be okay too. It would just be thicker when you don't need it, really, because you're basically, when you put your picture here, when you cut your photo down to 3x4 and you do the corner chomping thing, you're going to be putting that on top of here. So you've got your built-in photo mat, and then you don't have the extra bulk of it being super thick if you was to use like cardstock or something. I'm trying not to ooze out too much of the glue. I'm trying to get it to go in the center. And it oozed out anyway. And I obviously have already stamped them. So when I stamped it, I just made sure that I stamped it the right way, the right direction. So you glue that. And And then you can cut them in half, or finish cutting them out. You could have cut it all out at one time. You didn't have to stop like I did. I just thought, oh wait, I can do a double-sided insert. So, okay. So those are gonna go in these little, just as an insert, just one insert for right now. That's all I was thinking. Just like that. I hope my glue's dry. It is, right? Oops, sorry. So then these, I'm gonna mat one here, and then I'm gonna mat one here, like it'll be right underneath the flip. So it'll be kind of like a surprise, right? So let's just go ahead and get these glued down. Yeah, look, it's like, ta-da! It's like a peekaboo. It's like a hiding photo mat. A hiding photo mat. Goodness. I could have done a better job of stamping too, but. Yeah. That's so cute. All right, what do you guys think? There's room for 4 photos, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. And we haven't really done any embellishing on this page, but I think we can still come back and do that. I don't know what I would do yet, but I think we can still come back and give this a little extra embellishing. So we'll just keep going with the way we're doing things now, where we're just kind of getting the base of things. Like here, I feel like we really embellished like this area really well. Like I don't feel like this really needs anything, not right here. You know what I mean? So, and I don't really feel like this needs anything. It might, but these need some embellishing, you know, just a little bit, not too much. This doesn't really need anything. This needs a little bit of embellishing. These, I feel like these are good. I feel like we got those finished. Of course, we still need to do this page here. We might do some stuff in here. We don't have an insert for here yet, but we're gonna have a lot of leftover papers and a lot of leftover things that we can use. And then of course we need to do this, the hybrid journal that goes in here, and the inside covers and the outside back cover. So those are all the things we still have left to do. So I think we're gonna wait on any further embellishing on this, but I really like the way this turned out. I think it looks really cool. I love the interactive element of it. I think it's just kind of neat. I think it's kind of really neat. I like that it opens this way, and there's a pocket, and then it opens this way. And then this one opens this away, and there's a pocket, and then it opens this away. It's just so cute. I love it. Okay. All right, you guys, be sure to leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to be subscribed to my channel and turn the bell notification on and all of that jazz. And thank you guys so much for joining me today. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.